Welcome! Deronda here with Foods 101. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I want to give you a heads up on how to make this flourless chocolate cake. You heard that right, a chocolate cake without flour that's decadent and delicious. The ingredients you're going to need is 6 large eggs, 1.5 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder for the dusting of the top of this chocolate cake once it bakes. Let me show you how we're going to get this together. In a medium microwave-friendly bowl, I'm adding the chocolate chips along with the butter, and I've cubed the butter. It makes it a lot easier to melt. Save your butter package. We're going to use this to butter our baking pan. Microwave 30-second increments, stirring in between. After the first 30 seconds, it's looking like this. Give it a lovely little stirring. Now back to the microwave. After an additional 30 seconds, that butter and those chocolate chips are starting to come together. I'm going to microwave this for an additional 15 seconds. After 15 additional seconds, this is what it looks like. Keep your eye on your chocolate and butter because all microwaves are going to melt your butter and chocolate differently. 1 minute and 15 seconds to get my chocolate looking like this. Sit this off to the side. Next, you're separating your egg white from your egg yolk. Crack your egg on the side of your bowl till you get a little dent. Open it up and transfer your yolk back and forth. Make sure whatever you're putting your egg whites in, it's definitely oil-free and no oil residue on it. If you get a little egg shell in your egg whites, just go in and fish it out with your eggshell. That's the fastest way to retrieve it. One of my egg yolks cracked, but that's okay because we're going to whip it in with that chocolate. Add your egg yolks, all 6, into your chocolate with a whisk. We're going to gradually whisk the egg yolks in with our chocolate, and that looks absolutely perfect. It won't take long. Sit this off to the side while we prepare our egg whites. Make sure the bowl you're preparing your egg whites in is oil-free and has no residue in it, so clean it really well before you add your egg whites. I'm using my stand mixer and the attachment to whip the egg whites. A hand mixer will work just as well. I start beating my egg whites on medium. Gradually, I start adding a little bit of sugar at a time. This will take a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and go to high. Continue to gradually add your sugar. You're looking for soft peaks on your egg whites. I want to show you, see those little ribbons in there that it's making? That's what you're looking for. We're going to go for about 30 more seconds and we should have those soft peaks. Soft peaks have formed, and I'm going to go ahead and get my bowl off here. See those peaks? Those are your soft peaks. That's exactly what you're looking for. We're going to add a cup of this to our chocolate mixture. I'm just going to eyeball it with that whisk. Whisk in our egg whites with our chocolate mixture. And at this time, you want your oven preheating to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Look at that chocolate mixture. Just how you want it. We're going to fold our egg whites in with the rest of our chocolate mixture. I'm going to show you how to do that. First, butter a springform pan. This is an 8-inch springform pan. What I mean by that, you have this little latch that unhooks so you can take the top off. Put that pan in there, clamp it back together. Use your butter wrap to butter the sides and the bottom of your springform pan. Move your chocolate into a large bowl. Add all your egg whites, and I'm using the same spatula that I used to get my chocolate out of the bowl. If you see any little chocolate streaks in there, start folding this in. That's a technique where you bring your chocolate mixture over on your egg whites. You just keep folding it in till you no longer see chocolate streaks or white streaks. This will take a couple of minutes. Just take your time. The goal here is not to remove the air from your egg whites. That's what makes this cake light and delicious and decadent. I don't see any more chocolate or white streaks. Do you? I think that looks perfect, but look under there and make sure you've got it all incorporated. This is ready for its prepared springform pan. In it goes. Make sure the top of your cake is nice and smooth. Off to that preheated oven on the middle rack for the next 45 to 50 minutes or until the cake starts pulling loose from the edge of its pan. Use your timer and no peeking. Here comes that cake. Smells so good, I want to like dig into it right now. But let it cool completely in the pan. This will take about an hour and a half. I love that crackly look on the top of the cake here. I think it's marvelous. I'm ready to remove my cake from the pan, and the rule of thumb is if you can hold your hand under your pan, then you know it's cooled enough to remove it from its pan. Now, if you can't hold your hand under here, then you need to let it cool down a little bit more. As you can see, the cake drops down as it cools. You're going to use a plastic knife. This will keep you from scraping the sides of your pan. Make sure you go all the way around. We're going to release the pan. Remember, hold the bottom because this is a springform pan. Just going to jiggle it and lift it up, and looky there at that flourless chocolate cake, and it smells so yummy. For the top of the cake, I just sprinkle it with a little powdered sugar. Okay, just like that, and I think that looks gorgeous. To really boost the flavor here on your cake, add a little cocoa powder. It will really take it to another level of chocolate. I'm getting you in the mood for Valentine's Day. You're wondering what's around the edge of the cake here? It's these little paper doilies, white and red. I love the way the crinkly top is, and listen to it. Oh yeah, that crunch. You may want to rinse off your knife before slicing again. We'll hear it crinkle again. See, I did rinse off my knife. Make it a lot easier to get beautiful smooth cuts. Place your knife underneath there, and look how fantastic that is. Yes, I'm so excited. Flourless chocolate cake. Put it over here on a plate so we can give it a try. See how that holds together? You think without flour that would be completely impossible, but not when you whip those egg whites. Here we go. So light. Wow, the chocolate and the cocoa on the top that we've sprinkled here on the top of this cake comes through light, airy. Must I say any more? Decadently rich and delicious with chocolate flavors. It's fantastic. Look here on the inside. And look at that top with those little crinkles of crunch. Rates this flourless chocolate cake to the top of my list. I'm Deronda with Foods 101. Happy Valentine's Day. Give me thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit that notification bell to be the first to get my new YouTube food videos. Thanks a million for watching, y'all, and I'll catch you lovely people later.